What's going on, Sports Wars? This is Ryan with the RK Outpost and GeeksGamers.com, and how quickly things can change in the NFL in just 24 hours, especially when someone like Jim Harbaugh is involved. The head coach of the Michigan Wolverines reportedly was done. He was ready to leave Michigan. On Monday, he reportedly said goodbyes to some people. On Tuesday, he was not in the office because he had an interview today, on Wednesday, with the Vikings, where they were expected to come to an agreement, and he was going to be the next head coach, but that didn't happen. Even with all these reports out there, things very quickly changed, and now you can see all these headlines. Jim Harbaugh reportedly tells Michigan he will return despite the Vikings interview, and I believe it was, Adam Schefter, I think, is the one who broke a lot of this news. Jim Harbaugh called Michigan to inform the school that despite interviewing with the Vikings today, he will be returning to school for the 2022 season, sources tell ESPN. Michigan was, in the words of one source, elated to get Harbaugh's decision. One of the reasons I should say it's so weird is because today was National Signing Day. Today is one of the biggest days in college football offseason, and Jim Harbaugh decided to take that opportunity to go to Minnesota and have an interview. And everybody indicated that he was very interested, he was ready to go, and they thought he was gone at Michigan. Now, some things did start coming out. Courtney Cronin, I saw this earlier today. I thought it was interesting. And then a couple hours later, we get this news. Jim Harbaugh is a polarizing figure. There's justified concerns from some inside the Vikings organization, given how his time ended with the 49ers, about how he'll fit into the culture shift Minnesota's trying to spark with this new regime and not be a quick exit again. And that's always something you have to worry about when it comes to Harbaugh. When you look at, Michigan's really the longest he's ever stayed at a place, and he's already seemingly was looking to leave. Now, things are different, and Adam Schefter retweets his own tweet and says Jim Harbaugh told Ward Manuel that this would not be a reoccurring issue, and he will stay at Michigan as long as he wants him, per sources. So now, after having an interview with the Vikings, I think minutes after the interview was over, he called Michigan and said, "I'm there for life. As long as you want me there, I'm going to be there for life." This is who Jim Harbaugh is. We've seen this so consistently, and Chad Graff points out Jim Harbaugh remains so unpredictable, and that had the Vikings worried the last 48 hours. He expressed a lot of interest in becoming the Vikings coach in a Zoom call on Saturday. Then today he changed his mind, and that is the reason that there's these interviews. That's the reason these things happen. Right now, we have Brian Flores pretending that the only reason he's not getting hired is because of racism, because, someone thought they had a leader in the clubhouse for the Giants job, and it wasn't him, boo-hoo, but they still interviewed him anyway. This is why these things happen. I can almost guarantee you Jim Harbaugh was on the top of the Minnesota Vikings list. He was their number one candidate. If you ask people in there, he's probably the guy that most people wanted to have. But then during this interview, likely something happened. Whether it was a disagreement about principles or philosophies or whatever, just maybe how they got along with each other. Something didn't work out, which is why you go through the interview process, which is why you interview a lot of people, even if you think that this might be the guy you want, because maybe it just isn't going to work. Maybe it's just not compatible. But no, Brian Flores wants to chalk it all down to racism. Is the reason Jim Harbaugh didn't get this job because he's a white man? No, it's because obviously something didn't go right between these two parties. Now Jim Harbaugh is back at Michigan for good, at least for this season. Let me know your thoughts about all this in the comments below. What do you think about Harbaugh? What do you think about the Vikings? Who do you think is going to end up there? Let me know. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.